Hey everybody, and welcome back to home. And we're back outside with these creepy eyes and this arrow that says poison, I guess. We just came down off the water tower. I need something to try and snap. I tried low key, I fished out of the murky puddles in the sewers to fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. No, I don't want to go that way just yet. I want to go this way. Because it seems like I'm moving into a different area. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map I had seen. Whoever was poking around those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Oh, no, I want to go back. I want to go back. Because the little key, if I didn't fish that out, like this seems like I'm going towards an area that, going towards the forest looked like I was going towards an area that was already accessible with the main story. But getting the key, what is this? The old train station was quite a tune. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Well, I'm here now. I wouldn't have been able to get here had I not picked that key up, so let's go, and then I'll go into the woods. Not that I want to. The old ticket booth that looked fairly ruined. Inside the ticket window were sheets of paper, and wait, what were these? Train receipts? I thought the receipt I had picked up might match these, but of course not. The station had been closed for years. The ticket must have been for the newer station that opened up on the other side of town after this one was abandoned. However, I noticed a series of fresher looking papers covered in tiny notes, scribbles, and diagrams. Escape route. What did that, I gotta look. What did that get me? Picking up the small key got me. Investigate potential travel plans. Aha! Okay, let's go back. Okay. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. That's not good. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? It's a good question. An even better question would be, is he... Whoa. In the torn opening of that ruined train were heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom I thought I saw a scrap of cloth. As I looked closer I can see it was definitely some kind of nylon, maybe a windbreaker, or some other outdoor clothing. There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone or something had definitely trod a regular path. Okay. Glad I came to investigate this. The sorry condition of that place seemed sad somehow, but also ominous. I'd say so too, yeah. Yeah, let's get out of here. Cool. Cool, so yeah, you can miss. Sorry. Thought someone was speaking to me in the darkness again. You can miss that whole thing if you didn't pick the key up. But I'm not gonna... The key and the gun are obviously murder weapons. I'm not picking those things up. I wouldn't pick them up. Like, even the gun, I wouldn't know how to use it. I'd be picking it up just to pick it up, and I'm not gonna do that. Ah, there's a babbling brook here. The worn picnic table stood within a circle of trees like an altar. It was covered in faint markings and carvings from who I assumed were previous campers and hikers. Yeah, the standard, like Sam plus Max in a heart equals happy. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? No. In that darkness, it didn't seem wise to try. Maybe there was another option. Yeah, no. I'm not just going to jump into a river or a running stream and then get my clothes wet, especially with a bad leg. Bum leg, that's just stupid. Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. Dude, you're the murderer. Just admit it. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wondered if I could find my way around. Of course, the ominous, like C or lower D note struck. There was a fire pit there. It was still a bit warm, and a few embers still burned at the bottom. Yep, somebody's here. Was someone else out in those woods? Did they abandon their campsite? No, they're dead. The cheap dome tent slept. The cheap dome tent slept two people. I shone my flashlight inside and could see some bedrolls, two backpacks, and a cooler. I felt like if I kept rooting through the campsite, someone would walk in on me. Yeah. Two folding camp chairs were on the ground. One was knocked over. There was a couple of cans of beer spilled on the ground. Was someone else out in the... Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's go back up this one. Is this where I had already been? No, this is new. No, no, no. Don't look. No, no. Oh, this is the bathroom. The grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. I don't like this. There was a damp-smelling plank leaning against the stall door. Might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take it? Yep. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so it didn't get in the way. Yep. I don't know what the no, 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 don't looks are about, but I'm out of here. Is this way new? It's easy to get lost here. The sign was the same as the first one I had seen. This must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Oh, okay, well, yeah. I finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Oh, no, we have to look more. You know, it's not done yet. All right. What the hell is that? There was some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Yeah. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel, his wife. Rachel? Her name was the last one on the list. It had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl and Heather and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. Yep. Of course. So, pissed off that your wife was having an affair with two municipal workers, you decided to camp out, follow her patterns, and then kill her and all of her associated friends in the woods. It's you. You're doing this. I know it's you. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Yes. Of course it's gonna. And since I haven't been jump scared recently, two bodies, two young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite? No. The thought of touching those poor girls almost made me sick. I left everything right where it was. The police could sort it out. You're damn right the police can sort it out. Oh. The two bodies, two young men, were half dug, hastily silent between the trees. They deserve better than after I clean it. No. No. Because you leave. Yeah. Break midway through. No, okay. Dude, let me tell you something. You leave crime scenes exactly as they are. Because if you dig up the burial sites, the police are going to ask you, dude, what the hell were you doing even touching this gravesite? No, I'm not going to touch it. I'd be creeped out. I probably would have shat bricks. When I realized that they were two dead faces staring out of the ground, out of the grass at me, like, no, this isn't right. Either that or these are like, what, the fourth dead bodies that I've seen? I probably would have thrown up already. Probably would have thrown right on up. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me led. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean. And where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? You found them. It was those two girls. Oh, it's like a city line in the back, I guess. Maybe this will lead me to the dilapidated building. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a mechanist for all these years. Why did they just say mechanic? The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Maybe it was someone else. Oh no, there's a door. Because why the hell not? I still don't. Okay then. I still don't know. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. I still don't know how to get back to the other building. Fuses. It was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. Guess I gotta turn this place on. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Okay. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." Okay, upstairs I go. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellow clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Okay. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this thing more. Alright, so you're a mechanic who had access to an old factory. Foos. A power panel. It looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. Still wasn't working. Did I try it again? Yes. There it is. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was stretched out and the face was unrecognizable. Okay. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yeah. Shut tight. It was shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Okay. I gotta figure out what's going on here, so I need to turn the power on. A boarded up door. The door had been hastily boarded up. Because that's not ominous. I wonder what was in that taped up room. Taped up room. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when we worked there. Okay. Another panel that I hope could help me get the power back on. Did I push it yet? A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yep. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. I gotta get in that door. It's hastily boarded up for a reason. Some horrible, terrifying nightmares waiting for me in there. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Yes. I slipped the key card into my pocket. Of course. Last two. Another panel that I hope could get me, that I hope could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? Yep. And again. Still wasn't working out. Yep. Oh. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Yep. That's on and still yep. Boom, baby. All the power is back on. Alright, so what I am going to do is I'm going to cut the video here. We are going to continue through the power plant next time. Yeah, I might as well, since I'm already up here, just go through the boarded up door that was hastily boarded up. I probably should leave it alone, but curiosity is getting the better of me, and I hope I don't get this guy killed, like, now, because I feel like I've come too far to get him killed. So thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, mash that like button like there's no tomorrow and share the video with the world. Hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the videos thus far. And I am the Outlier, and I will see you all in the next video.